Oh, ready? Break! What?
Phones? I have one of those.
Oh, itchy.
I have one that I can play PSN games on, actually.
Oh, God.
What?
No.
What?
Trying to play PSN games on a phone.
It only plays touchscreen games.
Oh.
Like those ones that are like cross-platform Vita, where the only input is touchscreen. It's basically just phone apps that are playable on Vita, but I have the phone that actually plays them.
Funny. I mean, I guess that's funny.
Because I bought a Sony phone.
Bullshit. Oh,
Oh!
there was literally nowhere to go.
I was about to kill myself because I couldn't see, and then you died.
I'll admit, when the Vita originally came out, I was really close to considering getting the 3G model and actually getting like a phone account with them.
Yeah.
And using the Vita as my phone.
Wait, you can actually use it as a phone?
I thought you could. If you plugged in a.
I didn't think you could make calls on it though.
Pretty sure if you get like the full thing, you can set up. If nothing else, I'm pretty sure you can set up Skype on it.
Yeah.
And then just put just use a microphone headset.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
I can't remember. If
I
the
mean, I
Vita,
guess if you just put Skype on it, yeah, that could be your phone.
Yeah, I can't remember if the Vita takes Bluetooth. If it does, then I mean, you've got a gajillion fucking Bluetooth headsets to choose
Pretty sure
from.
it does.
Oh yeah, in that case, there's 8 million Bluetooth headsets to choose from.
Because I think you can sync a DualShock with it.
Seems just a smidge silly, but it's a fucking handheld console. It has its own controls.
I can sync a DualShock with my phone because it's a Sony phone. Well, also it has Bluetooth and
That too.
Bluetooth,
Yeah.
But yeah.
That makes a little more sense because a phone won't have like a nice full controller.
Yeah,
setup.
exactly. So if there's a game that will accept controller input that's playable on phone, I can sync that, and that's really pretty cool. But I'm assuming that other phones do that as well with Bluetooth.
No clue.
I don't know. I've never actually cared to play a lot of phone games that weren't designed specifically for phone and to be taking up like 2 seconds of my time.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because that's the only reason I would play a game on phone is if I have just a couple extra seconds.
Yeah, that's phone games. There are lots of market analysts and stuff were like, oh, video games are a thing of the past, phone games are gonna completely ruin. It's like, no, they're really not.
I mean, I guess I'll play a phone game for an extended period of time if I somehow end up in a waiting room unexpectedly.
But if you're going there expectantly, then you just take your Vita.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do.
3DS or whatever. Now, I do think
Last time I took both.
I'm insanely amused by all the business analysts who constantly are like, consoles will go out and PC gaming will go out and it'll be all phone gaming. It's just like, that's cute. No, that won't happen. See,
well, they're thinking about themselves. They're thinking, I play games on a phone.
I know. What I was about to say was phone games might supplant the current popular major blockbuster gaming populace because they would likely be willing to play most games on a phone on the go because they use their phone for everything else anyway. Gamers won't ever do that.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. If there were phone games that were as good as game console games or handheld game system games, I would play them.
Well, see, the thing is, there are, but they'll never feel correct because you'd have to fucking sync a controller.
Yeah.
For proper control. Nothing that plays entirely through a touchscreen or through shitty, tiny fucking keyboard controls is ever gonna supplant what normal gamers actually game on.
That's true, yes.
And that's why the thing is, I'm not saying that it's an A or B thing. What it is the major numbers game might go to cell phones. Sure, I could totally believe that, but consoles won't go anywhere. They'll just go back to being niche like they were back in the heyday.
Right.
Of course, that's going to hurt
That's going to hurt everything because there's going to be less games made for it if that happens.
Well, it's going to hurt Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft. That's pretty much it.
I don't think it's really going to hurt Microsoft that much.
Well, I mean, Microsoft can easily shift over to the phone thing a lot easier than the other two.
Well, Sony could shift over to the phone thing pretty easily.
They could. I don't think they will. Is more...
Well, they sold off their PC division, but they didn't sell off their phone division. They actually decided to, like, put more emphasis on that.
No, but they still, their biggest divisions are their console divisions, except for Microsoft, which
TV.
has the rest of everything.
TV. Sony is TV. And, like, Blu-ray players and stuff.
the PS3.
So their, like, home theater stuff is, like, their main bread and butter.
They won't hurt as bad. Like, Nintendo would definitely take it the worst. To go back to the way...
worst because that's, like, all they have is video games.
Yeah, but even then, they probably wouldn't even take it really that badly. Mainly because they're still using this really outdated business model for their stuff, and if it went back to the way things used to be,
it would just be right where they're at.
Yeah, exactly.
They'd be ready.
They'd be like, okay, well, whatever, we're ready.
We're already doing this, huh?
Whereas Microsoft and Sony would actually have to backpedal a lot.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah, I'm not saying it would destroy the companies. That's not what I was trying to say.
Right.
It would, all of a sudden the three big companies are going to have to reduce all their money spending and backpedal really hard.
They're going to have to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
And re-fuck that shit. But yeah, I don't see it going back to the way it is, killing anything. There's no reason it should. And nowadays, there's absolutely no reason why that would actually make games get produced less, because the indie scene is becoming so much bigger and so much more prolific. I was going to say, like, it would just take it back to the days of smaller games. Yeah.
And more...
We wouldn't have blockbuster games anymore.
Yeah, we wouldn't have the AAA
and that, quite frankly, will not bother me at all.
We wouldn't have the AAA plague.
Yeah.
Because that's like...
And the thing is, like...
I'm not saying that is a plague as in those games shouldn't exist. I'm saying
it's a business problem.
Yeah, because those sell really well all the time. That they need to make a lot of money.
But yeah, it'll go to the smaller... A lot of the smaller people in indie stuff will be able to become bigger players as a result.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of the second-party stuff like Capcom, they'll be forced into going back to the way things used to be because they're no longer going to be scared of their own checkbooks.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, in a way, it might actually be a very good thing.
That's true, because if they don't have to get, like, ginormous sales, they'll be pushing smaller, more creative games.
Yeah. Lower budget titles.
Yeah.
That would have been very niche in the current market will become a lot more standard in a market that's like it used to be.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's what I've been saying lately is like Capcom's problem is that their decisions have all been made based around the fear of their own checkbooks. They're being ruled by their fucking hell. And that popped me straight up into a projectile. Nothing I could do about it. They're being ruled by their own business analysts, basically, who are making all their decisions for them, and all that matters is the money, so they're only making decisions that they think are guaranteed cash cows.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, that's pretty much why the only major brand of theirs that's still being pushed and produced for is Street Fighter.
Right.
Because there's really no fear of that going anywhere. Especially not with the things like EVO getting bigger and bigger every year and bringing in bigger and bigger audiences.
Yeah.
Capcom backs that and it helps them make more money
off
of their Street Fighter brand.
Like, if they were to reimagine Mega Man into a modern AAA title, it would cost a lot of money in development.
Fuck you!
Like, it wouldn't be Mega Man anymore.
Well, here's the thing.
And it would cost a lot of money in development, so it's not, like, that. It would alienate the fan.